One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Raiders offense will have the opening possession of the game. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So Iowa State's offense will go to work for the first time. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cup. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. The lone back's got it. Nice move there. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These teams putting up some early points. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hubbard. Here's the pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Sends it back in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Hand off from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hubbard. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Cup. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize.
Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gives it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's now 2nd and goal.
He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's Hubbard. Bringing the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The kick is on its way. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frost. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield. It's Cup. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Back to throw. It's Hubbard. Dumps it to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run it from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. It'll be a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot up.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Chubb. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hubbard. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got the back over the middle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Snap it to the back. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And that is no good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Frost. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here's the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got his man. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Hubbard. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And the timing just a hair off. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's in open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
This time he's got his man. There he smashes his way through again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The give from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Caught in the backfield. It's Rooks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for room. It's Chubb. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Scanning the field, it's Hubbard. Gets it out quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rooks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the RPO, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed in backfield, it's Rooks. They'll mark him down at the 2, the excellent execution on that throw and catch. Direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll go with a direct snap. He's back in the end zone for the two-point conversion. It followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it.
Texas Tech, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Dances away. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Chop. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hubbard. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Caught behind the line. It's Rooks. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Going to the running game. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Back to the ground game on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hubbard. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
But one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
37-yard line. Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down coming up after the completion.
Third down coming up.
They want to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the
Oh, look out. The ball's free. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Time to take a shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Finding open areas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. From the gun, the ground game. And he's knocked down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really